Most creators I talk to are still editing their own videos, and in some way that makes sense. If you're editing your own content right now, it's probably not because you don't know how to outsource. It's because you care about your content. You know your pacing, you know when a pause matters, you know when something needs to breathe instead of being cut tighter. Doing it yourself feels like control. It feels responsible. So, full transparency. This video is sponsored by Fiverr. Fiverr is basically the world's leading marketplace for freelance services. Video editing, design, writing, code, marketing, AI, pretty much any digital skill you need, you can find someone there. What matters for this video though is that Fiverr gave me a low friction way to test outsourcing without going all in, which as it turns out, was exactly what I needed. Because when your face and your voice are the product, handing editing over to someone else feels risky, especially if you have seen bad edits before. You know, the ones where they are too flashy, wrong emphasis, missing the point of what you were trying to say. So if you have avoided outsourcing, I don't see that as resistance. I see it as caution. But here's the tension I started noticing for myself. Editing isn't just time consuming, it quietly drains your mental energy, it breaks momentum. It's not the filming that slows you down, it's not the ideas, it's the finishing. Editing becomes this invisible weight that sits on every upload. And when that happens, consistency doesn't break because you're lazy. It breaks because the process feels heavy. At some point, the question stops being, can I edit my own videos? And it becomes, should I still be doing these parts myself? That's where I decided to actually test outsourcing, not as a big commitment, not as a permanent change, but just one video. I didn't want it to just be a theory anymore. I wanted to experience it for myself. So I hired a freelancer on Fiverr to edit one of my previous uploads. That video, hopefully you've seen it by now, was edited by a Fiverr freelancer. I just wanted to see if someone else could take my raw footage and understand my pacing, my tone, and my intent without letting me interfere in every decision. Now, I've hired on Fiverr before, but in the past, I was very conservative with my budget. But this time, I decided to invest more and paid around $255 for a video editor, which is a customized price I get because I wanted 3 shorts as well. And to be honest, it wasn't completely smooth sailing. There were small miscommunications here and there, which is normal, especially when you're working across different backgrounds. But overall, the difference was noticeable. The edit was close enough that I didn't feel the usual editing fatigue. It didn't require constant back and forth as well. And most importantly, I didn't feel drained by the process. That part surprised me. Because the biggest win wasn't the edit itself, it was how much mental space I got back, how much time I got back. And that's when I realized a lot of the fear around outsourcing isn't actually about quality, it's about identity. We tell ourselves it's quality control, but often it's comfort control. Doing everything ourselves feels safe, it feels productive, until it quietly becomes the thing slowing us down. One outsourced video doesn't change your channel though, but it does change how you think about your time. So by now, hopefully you have already seen the final edit of that video. Honestly, I really liked how it turned out. It felt aligned with the style I'm aiming for, and it required far less oversight than I expected. And this was a great freelancer. All I did was give him my raw video and tell him the style I want at the beginning, then off he goes. He never needed me to validate or check every step of the way. He just did it and delivered what I wanted with minimal back and forth. I'll leave a link in my description to his Fiverr profile. Feel free to reach out to him if you love his editing. The biggest issue for me with outsourcing has always been that I ended up going back and forth with freelancers due to obstacles like language barrier or creativity. That was my experience in the past, but safe to say I didn't experience it this time around, probably because I had a bigger budget. But what stood out to me wasn't that someone else edited my video. It was that I could move on to planning the next one while this one was being handled. That feeling of knowing a video is progressing without my constant involvement, it was something I hadn't experienced before. Now, I want to show you the performance of that video because ultimately that's what we want, right? Results. So after the first 24 hours or so, this video has gained over 1,000 views, which at this point is a good number for my channel. My benchmark has always been about 1000 views. Views have also gone above my typical views, which is visible in this gray area here. Average view duration. Probably the most important one. It kind of just stays around the same as my typical duration, which kind of says that my usual minimal edits sort of gives the same vibe. But measuring average view duration as a way to determine if good editing affects it is not a good way to do it, mainly because there are so many other variables that can affect it, like the expectation we set in the title, our delivery, our content itself. A more fair way to determine this is to let the video sit for a longer period of time and see how that performs. I'll give you an example. This is my best performing video in my channel with over 500,000 views. But take a look at the view duration. Less than 2 minutes, and yet it gave me more than 500,000 views. Here's another one, my second best performing video. The average view duration is about the same as my Fiverr edited video, but this video gave me almost 300,000 views. And if we have a look at the average view duration over a longer period of time, we can see that the average view duration is maintained, which makes it above the typical view duration, which you can see in this gray area over here. I think that's what's most important here. It is not about trying to get a high average view duration, it is about maintaining that duration over a period of time, and you can increase the chances using good edits. However, when I zoom out and look at the bigger picture, this video isn't really about Fiverr. It's about role clarity. Outsourcing isn't really about finding the perfect editor. It's about deciding what your job actually is as a creator and utilizing your time the best you can as a creator. You don't have to outsource everything. You don't even have to outsource consistently. You just have to stop assuming you need to do everything yourself. For me, Fiverr wasn't a magic solution. It was more about having options, a low friction way to test support instead of guessing. And the real question isn't, is Fiverr worth it? It's more on the lines of, what is my time actually worth on my channel? Look, outsourcing isn't for everyone. It depends on the stage you're at. But if editing is the thing you constantly delay, the thing you procrastinate, the thing that slows everything else down, this is one way to explore that without overcommitting. If you want to try this yourself, you can use my link in the description to check out Fiverr. You can also use my promo code to get a 10% off your Fiverr order, also available in the description. Again, there's no pressure to outsource. This is just an option, a way to test support and see what changes for you. If you do decide to explore it, use the link below so Fiverr knows you come from this video. That's all for me in this video. If you enjoyed it, do give it a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Till then, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.